Based on online sources and from leading linguistics that have read, the definition of phonetic is the study of sounds, the classification of human speech using the mouth, throat, nasal cavity, and lungs, which aims to present meanings. Phonetic studies the organ of speech or articulation, which refers to any organ of speech that plays a role in the production of human speech sounds, including the lips, teeth, alveolar bone, hard palate, phlegm, glottis, and various parts of the tongue. Then speech sounds. Speech sounds are obviously the sounds spoken by speakers of language. It should be fully understood that speech sounds are about what you hear, not what letters are used to spell words. And finally, speech sounds production, which show the process of making speech sounds using articulators, starting from the flow of air provided by the lungs. The air then passes through the glottis in the larynx, which is then modified by the vocal tracts. Oral cavity or vocal apparatus, nasal cavity, into different sound qualities, namely consonants and vowels. One of the segmental sounds is a consonant sound. Consonance is the description of the part of the mouth that is used to produce certain English consonant sounds, or place of articulation. A description of how consonant sounds are produced or way of articulation. And a description of whether the vocal cords vibrate or not, or characteristic. Consonant sounds produced based on the place of articulation can be understood as a certain location in the mouth where two speech organs work together in producing consonant sounds. For example, the tongue and teeth unit in forming nasal sounds. In terms of place of articulation, there are 9 classifications of consonant sounds. Namely bilabial, labiodental, alveolar, palatal, palatoalveolar, velar, glottal, and labiovelar. Then the way of articulation. The way of articulation explains 2 things, namely the first is how different organs of speech interact with each other in producing consonant sounds. Secondly, how airflow is obstructed to affect the quality of consonant sounds production. The mode of articulation provides a basic distinction of how consonant sounds are made through 6 concepts of the mode of articulation, namely stops, fricative, affricative, nasal, lateral, and approximant.